All right, this is Chris from BattleRap.com. Here again with
DNA, man. Y'all already know.
We're like old friends. I see you every couple weeks.
Yeah. Last time I seen you was in Arizona, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Arizona.
So you've had your battle with Cruger tonight. We're at the end of the night. We're in Leeds. We're at Don't Flop. Let's talk about your battle first. This is, what were your thoughts on it overall?
Oh, I think it was a classic. I think it was a good battle. Probably one of the best battles I've been in a long time, and I definitely hands down all year. So that was one of my best performances, and I feel like Cruger had a good performance too.
What was different about this performance compared to your other performances this year?
I mean, like, I'll be totally honest. Like, a lot of people feel like I beat Sketch, but I really never really heard of him. I didn't know too much about him. Sunny Bamboo, I won that, but it was like, And besides the Ill Will battle, it wasn't a battle that I really, not even, I would say motivated. Like Ill Will, I wasn't so much motivated by his writing skill, no disrespect to him, but more so the situation because of Smack. But in terms of somebody being like a dope opponent, I feel like Cruger is nice. So I definitely knew I had to step it up. I wasn't trying to, get killed. So I had to definitely step it up.
Yeah. Any lines from him that stood out particularly tonight?
The spell check shit was crazy. And then the three letter shit that he kept doing. I mean, like, I heard stuff like that before, but nobody put it in that way where they continuously just kept going on. So he definitely had some shit.
Now, this is your third battle, as you mentioned, Sketch Menace, Sunny Bamboo.
But M City shit too.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
so you've been busy. But there's a particular kind of opponent that you've been facing lately.
Yeah.
Sunny Bam, Sketch Menace, Cruger now. Why do you think people keep throwing you against these guys?
I mean, because it's more of a style clash. I mean, sometimes, like, as you see with me and Cruger, we two totally different rappers, but that's what made it a classic. I feel like out of the three people that I battled, Cruger is the best one because when you battle as much as I do, it's really hard for you to come up with innovative angles and different ideas, but because Cruger has humor and he also is witty, he was able to take stuff that was old and put it in a good way, as in the other two people I battled, the angles that they used and the way they was putting it really didn't hit that much. So I feel like out of all three of them, Cruger was the best. But I think it's more so of a style clash. You know what I mean? People get tired of seeing, DNA versus Tay-Rock or DNA versus Ill Will, DNA versus Hitman. It's more interesting to see like what would be brought to the table if DNA faced Cruger. I mean, both times I battled, people from Don't Flop, like me and had a good battle, and that's two totally different styles.
You just hit $1 million.
Yeah, and then me and Cruger, it's a dope battle too. So I mean, knows what he's doing. He's getting his people killed.
When that Tay-Rock battle, when that Tay-Rock battle comes out, how bad do you think it's going to be for you?
Oh no! Actually, when it comes out, I mean, that's God. Was that a sign the light went out? But no, when it comes out, I think it's actually going to be better. I mean, like I said, like I was talking to Chilla. I talked to plenty of people, even Clips. Like usually when I prepare for a battle, I understand the URL type of crowd. Like they like stuff that's direct and not too intricate. So when I battled Tay-Rock, I tried a different approach. And people that pay attention to my career or whatever, how I write, I actually wasn't doing the 3 bars to lead up to one. I was punching every bar, and it wasn't hitting for the crowd because in that type of crowd, they don't really like that. As when Tay-Rock was just saying simple shit, and because it was hitting right then and there, they was adapting to it. So, I mean, I never been what do you call, like a camera guy, but in this situation, I feel like the camera is going to do me justice. Besides the third round, I feel like he clearly got the third. But in terms of the second round, I feel like I won the second in the building because I had a lot of dope stuff and I was breaking them down. And the first is going to be way closer on camera. I mean, I told him to drop it. Like me, win, lose, or draw, it's a battle. It's a sport. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. So I never feel like, oh, I'm not going to promote it or I'm not going to want it to come out. I mean, let it come out.
There's been a couple no-shows at this event, a lot of no-shows going on this year. Yeah. I was thinking, when was the last time you no-showed a battle?
The last time I no-showed the battle was, the only time I no-showed the battle actually was against Disaster the first time. And that's because the business stuff wasn't correct. You know what I mean? Miscommunication between me, Lush, and Disaster, so it didn't go down. But in that situation, everything happens for a reason, because then when we battled in Toronto, I mean, Drake was there. It was a much, way better battle. I feel like if we would have battled in Cali at that time, with Disaster being at his home crowd, I actually think he would have got me clearly, because I wasn't, at that time in the game, I wasn't adapted to being in a hostile environment. So us battling the King of the Dot later on and everything that played out, it actually worked out. But that's the only time I ever missed a battle.
Any tips for battle rappers who can't stay consistent and actually make it to the venues?
Don't take battles, man. I mean, sometimes people bite more than they can chew. I mean, I just know I put a lot of hard work into battle rap, and I'm capable of freestyling. So this comes first nature to me. So I mean, I used to battle like 5 times in a day. So what is it to battle 1 time a week? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But a lot of people just chase the money and don't actually understand what they're gonna have to, you know what I mean, put into it. So I mean, like I said, everything is not for some people. Like certain people, like a Lux or a Mook or a Hollow. I can't even say Hollow because when he first battled, he battled a lot. So he's just doing that now because of his stature. So exclude him. But a Mook or a Lux or something, that works for them. Them coming once a year and doing their thing. And sometimes people battling all the time works for them. So you just got to know what you're good at and don't chase the bread.
Final question, Disaster or Cassidy?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with Disaster. I mean, he's from battle rap. I can't not, you know what I mean? I can't go against him. But, I mean, I will say Cassidy is probably the only person that is coming back that's a celebrity that has battled before, even though it's a different era. He does have experience into, you know what I mean, not just battling somebody in the booth, but being face-to-face. So I think he should show up, you know what I mean? Plus, he was at Summer Madness 4. He's going to events. He's studying. He's paying attention. I know him personally, so I know he's a fan of, you know what I mean, the coach. He's just not hopping in it solely for the chicken.
Right.
So
Chicken's always nice.
Yeah, the chicken is that. The chicken he got is always nice, but I definitely want to see it, though, but I'm going to go with Disaster.
Cool. All right, DNA, thank you very much.
Peace.
Dude.